Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm in the face of adversity, while others crumble? This ability to maintain tranquility amidst chaos can often be attributed to the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Born in the bustling markets of 3rd century BC Athens, Stoicism emphasizes the development of self-control and fortitude to overcome destructive emotions. In the face of today's fast-paced and often stressful world, Stoicism provides a grounding perspective. It reminds us that while we can't control external events, we can control our reactions and attitudes. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what's truly essential in life and to let go of the trivialities that often consume our energy and attention. So why should we care about a philosophy that's over 2,000 years old? Because it provides timeless wisdom that's just as relevant and valuable today as it was back then. Today, we're going to explore 7 valuable lessons from Stoicism that can help us lead more resilient and fulfilling lives. The first lesson from Stoicism is, accept what you cannot control. Imagine you're standing on a beach watching the waves roll in. No matter how much you will it, you cannot command the sea to be still. It's a force of nature beyond your control. Much like the sea, there are aspects of life we simply cannot dictate. The weather, the passage of time, the actions of others, these are all outside our control. The Stoics teach us to distinguish between what we can and can't command. It's about understanding and accepting the limits of your influence. Like the traffic on your morning commute, or your boss's mood swings. These are elements you can't control. Instead of allowing these uncontrollable elements to dictate your happiness or peace of mind, the Stoics advise acceptance. This doesn't mean resignation or defeat. It's a conscious decision to not let external forces disrupt your inner tranquility. By accepting what we cannot control, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. The second lesson is, your reaction matters more than what happens to you. The Stoics believe that we cannot control the external events that life throws our way, but what we can control is how we respond to these events. Think of it this way. It's as if we're all sailors navigating the vast ocean of life. We can't control the weather or the waves, but we can adjust our sails and change our course. This is where the true power of Stoicism comes in. It teaches us to maintain a calm and rational mindset, regardless of the external circumstances. When life hands us lemons, we don't just make lemonade. We use those lemons to learn, grow, and become better sailors on the sea of life. Let's be clear, this isn't an easy task. It requires patience, discipline, and a lot of self-reflection. But the rewards are immense. So, the next time you find yourself in a storm, remember to adjust your sails. Remember, it's not the event itself, but our reaction to it that truly matters. The third Stoic lesson is, live in the present. Stoicism teaches us to fully embrace the now, to dwell in the current moment, to be truly present. This is the essence of mindfulness. Imagine a river, constantly flowing, never stationary. Our lives are much like this river, a ceaseless stream of moments, yet we often find ourselves not in the river, but on the banks, consumed by worries of the future or shackled by the past. This is where Stoicism steps in. It encourages us to dive back into the river, to experience the flow of the present. The future is uncertain, the past unchangeable. The present, however, is in our hands. It's our canvas to paint, our song to sing. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past is like trying to hold the river's water, futile and counterproductive. By focusing on the present, we can live more fulfilling and meaningful lives. The fourth lesson from Stoicism is, detach from material possessions. Stepping into the world of Stoicism, we find an illuminating principle, the intentional detachment from material wealth and possessions. It's not about abandoning all worldly goods, but rather about understanding their transient nature. Imagine a sandcastle on the beach. It's beautiful, intricate, a marvel to behold. But no matter how much time and effort you invest, the tide will eventually wash it away. That's the nature of material possessions. They're here today, gone tomorrow, and attaching our happiness to them is a recipe for discontent. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to seek wealth in the immaterial, in wisdom, virtue, and the richness of our character. It's about cultivating a mindset that finds contentment in the self, independent of the external world. It's a liberating perspective, freeing us from the ceaseless cycle of desire and disappointment. Remember, it's not what we have, but who we are that truly matters. The fifth Stoic lesson is, practice virtue. Now, what does it mean to practice virtue? Well, in the Stoic philosophy, Virtue is not just a moral nicety. It is the bedrock of a well-lived life, the highest good. It's about cultivating an inner moral compass that guides your actions, regardless of external circumstances. To the Stoics, virtue meant wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It's about making right choices, not easy ones. It's about standing up for what is right, even when it's unpopular. It's about treating others with fairness and respect, even when they don't reciprocate. And it's about exercising self-control, not letting our desires and emotions dictate our actions. So, how do we practice virtue? It starts with daily self-reflection, analyzing our actions and decisions, and continuously striving to better ourselves. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that virtue is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. By practicing virtue, we can lead more ethical and fulfilling lives. The sixth lesson from Stoicism is embrace change. Consider the seasons. They come and go, each bringing its own unique beauty and challenges. They don't resist this cycle, they simply flow with it. This is the Stoic view of change. It's an inevitable part of life, as natural and necessary as the turning of the earth. The Stoics believed that resisting change is like trying to hold back the tide. It's a futile struggle that only leads to unnecessary suffering. Why waste energy fighting the inevitable when you can use that energy to adapt and grow? Change isn't something to be feared, it's an opportunity to learn, to evolve, to become a better version of ourselves. When we embrace change, we become like the seasons. We flow with the rhythm of life, adapting to new circumstances with grace and resilience. By embracing change, we can adapt and thrive in any circumstance. The seventh and final lesson from Stoicism is understand your place in the universe. Stoicism teaches us to embrace the vastness of the cosmos, and in doing so, comprehend the relative insignificance of our individual existence. Yet, it's not a lesson in feeling trivial or unimportant. Rather, it's a lesson in humility and interconnectedness. In the grand theatre of the universe, we are but a single actor on the stage. Our role may seem small, yet it is essential to the whole performance. Each of us is a part of an intricate cosmic dance, contributing to the harmony of existence. This perspective can be a powerful antidote to the ego, promoting humility. It reminds us that we are not the center of the universe, but an integral part of a larger cosmic system. It fosters a sense of interconnectedness, nurturing compassion and understanding in our interactions with others. By understanding our place in the universe, we can live more humble and compassionate lives.